So then the potato famine struck Ireland in the years of 1845 until 1852, and what hurt most in Ireland was the poor, because the potato was the kind of the base of their food. It was the base product that they raised, and so when that famine hit, it hit the poor most hard. Over 1 million people died in Ireland. 1 million left the island of Ireland. The huge quantities of food that was still exported from Ireland under the English was unbelievable, as the island starved and the people starved and the poor starved. And the limited government relief was unbelievable that the English paid towards the poor Irish. And one of their leaders was quoted as saying, "The judgment of God sent the calamity to teach the Irish a lesson of the famine." And in their famous song, Fields of Athenry, they write about a young father who steals corn from Lord Trevelyan. He stole Trevelyan's corn. And Sir Charles Trevelyan was the administrator of the English government for the relief as they exported the corn from the ship sitting in the bay while the Irish looked at that. Can you imagine what they went through? And the hatred for the English really intensified during those years. And you know, if you know Irish history, that started lots of things happening because of that famine. That started the massive immigration from Ireland. And there was a man in Bethesda, Maryland, not too long ago, who was up in his attic going through some of his father's old letters. And he come across letters that were written from his great-great-great-grandfather back in County Mayo that was sent to his dad, who had immigrated from Ireland to America. And he stumbled across those letters, and he read them. And many of the time in Ireland, many of the people in Ireland at the time were illiterate. So they would go either to the priest or to the teacher, and they would dictate what they would want to say to their children who had immigrated to America. And so this gentleman in Bethesda, Maryland, he finds all these letters, and he puts them to the tune. And it spans 50 years that when he left Ireland to come settle in America, the letters coming back to him from his mom and dad in Ireland. From Cuthrell, Ireland in 1860, my dear and loving son John, your old friend, schoolmaster Pat McNamara, so good as to write these words down. Your brothers have all gone to find work in England. The house is so empty and sad. Crop of potatoes are sorely infected, third to half of them bad. And your sister Bridget and Patrick O'Donnell are going to be married in June. Mother says not to work on the railroad, and be sure to come on home soon. son John. Hello to your missus and to your 4 children, may they grow healthy and strong. Michael has got in a wee bit of trouble, I suppose he never will learn. Because of the dampness there's no turf to speak of, and now we have nothing to burn. And Bridget is happy, you named a child for her, although she's got 6 of her own. Say you found work, but you don't say what kind, or if you'll be coming on home. From Kilkelly Island in 1880, dear Michael and John, my son, sorry to give you the very sad news that your dear old mother has gone. We buried her down at the church in Kilkelly, your brothers and Bridget were there. You don't have to worry, she died very quickly, remember her in your prayer. And it's so good to hear that Michael's returning, with money he's sure to buy land, for the crop has been poor and the people are selling at any price that they can. From Kilkelly Island in 1890, my dear 11 son John, suppose that I must be close to 80, it's 30 years since you've gone. Because all the money you sent me, I'm still living out on my own. Michael has built himself a fine house, and Bridget's daughters have grown. And thank you for sending your family picture, your lovely young women and men. Say you might even come for a visit, we'd sure love to see you then. From Kilkelly Island in 1890 to my dear brother John, sorry I didn't write sooner to tell you that father has gone. He was living with Bridget, she says he was cheerful, healthy right down to the end. You should have seen him playing with the grandchildren at McNamara, your friend. And we buried him down alongside mother down at the Kilkelly churchyard. He was a strong and feisty old man, considering his life was so hard. And it's funny the way he kept talking about you, called for you at the end. Oh, why don't you think about coming to visit? We'd all love to see you again. So the hard times are here, and and the crop has failed, and 1 million Irish men and women and children starve, and 1 million more make that difficult choice to leave Ireland, many times to never see their family again.